They were waiting right outside the bedroom door for me this morning. Couldn't wait to get outside to start helping me work. Billy came over and we got some parts down out of the loft that we need to get to AJ so he can get back on Tommy's S10 build. 1-inch spacer from Jegs, a transmission oil cooler, a V-band clamp, and some other miscellaneous stuff. I worked on my workbench a little while today, getting it cleaned up so I can actually work on top of it again. And Molly brought her Mustang over to give it a bath. Her and Billy worked on that for a little while this evening. Of course, Scrappy was there to help. She got soaking wet, and that's about par for the course. My brother Jeremy brought his Coke machine down to use this weekend. Sunday is my mom and dad's 50th wedding anniversary. So Vicky's trying to get cleaned up inside. I think she's going to set some stuff up in there in the air conditioning, food and some tables and whatnot. And she had some shirts and stuff she needed to get folded and organized in order to make room. So while she's doing that, I worked on cleaning up my side and getting all the RC cars out of her way. There's been a path inside the shipping and receiving area for days that she's been grumbling about, and I can't say as I blame her. After dinner, I came out to shop and worked on installing this Vi-Air system in Billy's truck so we can get rid of the CO2 bottles. Now, Billy's truck uses pressurized air to control the wastegates. You pressurize the diaphragm in the wastegate to hold the valve shut in the wastegate to increase back pressure or hold back pressure. Once you've reached a certain boost limit, the wastegates open and reroutes your exhaust back pressure out the wastegate valve and out the wastegate dump out the fender. Now this kit's pretty nice. It comes with everything you need in one box. The tank, compressor, pressure switch, wiring kit, mounting hardware, literally everything you need in one box. Billy bought it off Amazon. I'm not sure how much it cost, but it wasn't that expensive. Now Billy uses a programmable boost controller mounted inside the cab, as you can see here, and then it uses pressurized CO2 from this regulator and CO2 bottle mounted to the cage to send pressure to these control valves. The control valves are operated by the boost controller in the cab, and they send CO2 pressure to the wastegates to hold the wastegates shut. The boost controller knows how much boost you are seeing or how much dome pressure you're seeing by this sensor right here that feeds information back to the boost controller. Now, there's nothing wrong with using CO2, but the only issue is there's only so much in the bottle and you never really know when that bottle's going to run out. And with these big wastegates that we've got on the truck now, they use quite a bit of CO2 to operate them. It takes quite a bit of pressure to hold them shut. So, we've usually only had this regulator set at 60 PSI, but we found that now we're going to have upwards of about 100 PSI, and that's going to use a lot more CO2 every round. And we've just got these little teeny tiny bottles that I stole from my Nova when I used to have an air shifter in it. So, to rectify the problem, we're going to use this Vi-Air system. It's a automatic air compressor that mounts in the back of the truck, and it cuts off at like 120 PSI, and it's fully automatic. So no matter what we do, we never have to worry about whether Billy's remembered to get his CO2 bottles filled, whether we've got the tools to replace the CO2 bottle. We don't have to worry about a CO2 bottle leak or a CO2 line leak running out of it. That's all going to go away. So I've got the tank mounted. I've got the compressor mounted. I've got some of the wiring done. I've got the fittings installed in the tank. But then I go to get some wiring terminals that I need, and I can't find my terminal kit. Now, granted, my electrical box is a complete and teetotal disaster. I own it. That's my fault. But I can't find my terminal kit, and I have no idea where it's at. So I call Billy. Sure enough, Junior knows right where it's at. Oh yeah, Dad, I think I saw that laying on the floor underneath some RC car stuff. Yeah, I found it all right. After that, I decided I could use a break, so I went over to see Vicky and see if she was ready to go in.
Tired.
You done?
1:15. Yeah, I'm done. I have to work in the morning.
What all did you get done?
The back half is organized and cleaned and swept. And now I'm working my way forward to this disaster.
Oh yeah.
But back here, all those piles of mixed match boxes of stuff, it's all put away, organized.
Did you happen to dust my trucks?
I don't touch your trucks, but I did sweep the floor, got some cobwebs done.
You want to tell everybody why you're doing all this?
We're having a 50th anniversary party for Bill's parents Sunday.
Yep.
And there'll probably be 30 or 40 people here, food, cake, and all that stuff, which is going to be in here.
Oh, it's all going to be in here?
The food.
Oh.
And then people are going to take their food outside and eat under the big tent that I rented.
What if they want to eat in here in the air conditioning?
No, there's probably going to be so many people coming in and out, we'll just leave the doors open. But I want the food in here, because some of it'll be plugged in, you know, crock pots and whatnot, so.
Why don't you set tables up over there on the other side of the shop? And then everybody can just eat in the air conditioning if it's hot.
I have rented a tent.
But why?
Go.
What you doing there, Tigro?
Oh, I'm aggravated.
What's the matter?
I don't know. I keep getting this stupid error code. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's our internet or my laptop's junk. I don't know. So now I'm doing shipping from my phone.
Great. What do you think of the job Mom did last night cleaning up your area?
She did good. She basically just stuffed everything she could under my desk so you can't see, and then swept.
Scrappy's here to help. Hi, Scrappers. I had some errands I needed to run. So me and Thing 1 and Thing 2 loaded up in the dually, and we took off out of here. We needed to go down to see Mark at A1 Auto Parts to pick up some parts, some brake cleaners, some shop towels, some shop supplies, and some ring tongue terminals, which I can't find in my terminal kit any longer. I'm not sure what happened to those. So anyway, we head down to Buckeye Lake to go see Mark, and of course, they know he's always got dog treats for them.
There you go.
There we go.
Spoiled rotten. Thanks, Mark.
Thank you, Bill.
Appreciate it.
See you, Scrap. See you, Bug.
Come on, girls.
You get a frosty.
Thanks, Mark.
See you later.
See ya. When we got back to the shop, I ran the S10 up on the lift and got started cleaning things up underneath of it. I needed to pull the wheels off, check the brakes, check everything in the rear suspension, and most importantly, this thing needed the wheel well scraped. There's probably, I don't know, 6 or 8 pairs of tires up in these wheel wells, and this stuff, if it falls off on the track, I don't want somebody else to run over it. and possibly lose traction and cause an accident. It's important to keep this stuff cleaned up underneath this truck. It doesn't take long to put a lot of rubber up in these wheel wells. I'm pretty excited for this weekend. You know, it seems like every time we take the truck out, we're always fighting a problem, and we've never really gotten ahead of it. But I think we're finally starting to get to the point where we can start working on making the truck faster, instead of constantly worrying about leaks and problems. I just really feel like we're starting to get ahead on this thing. So I don't want to let some stupid little problem sneak up on us right as we're getting ahead of this thing. I really would like to see Billy do well this weekend and have a good time. But the first thing we've got to do is make sure this thing is absolutely ready to go up there and go 5 or 6 rounds without any problems. Once I got both the rear wheels and tires cleaned up, I put them back on the truck and swapped them side to side. These tires only have about 5 or 6 passes on them, so they should be perfectly broke in and ready for this weekend at Marion. After that, I cleaned up the passenger side cylinder head and firewall area where the breather tank seems to put a little bit of oily residue on everything after a weekend of racing. Hopefully we can get some different valve covers. All right guys, so I've got that Viair system set up. I got it all fixed. Unfortunately, the fittings come with coating on them to keep them from leaking, and every single one of mine leaked. So I had to go back and reseal them all with some silicone. But after I got that done, everything seems to work pretty good. We're just doing some maintenance on the truck out here, trying to get ready for this weekend. This weekend we're going to be at Marion County Raceway for their first No Prep Series event, their own No Prep Point Series. So we're going to be up there. It's Marion County International Raceway, Marion County Raceway on Facebook. It's in LaRue, Ohio. So if you want to check that out, if you want to come see us this weekend, that's where we plan to be. By all indications, we should be in good shape. I got a little problem here with the breather tank that Billy's got, and I don't know, I think we're just going to have to get a different set of valve covers, the same valve covers, but ones that don't have the AN fittings welded in them, and just put open breathers back on it the way we always used to run it. Billy put this catch can on it, and it's not working out so well, so it probably needs bigger line and bigger catch can, 2 catch cans. I don't know, but it's got low tension rings in it, and it tends to have a little bit of blow by out the breathers under boost. So we're going to have to do something about that. Hopefully maybe tomorrow I can get Junior to help me put a set of valve covers on it. So I think Vicky's here. I think she just pulled in. She may have dinner ready. So I'm probably going to cut this video off here for today. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble now. What's going on?
It smells like a brake cleaner bath in here. Are you high off all that brake cleaner smell?
Not yet. Not that I know of.
Like, that's pretty strong. Did you use like an entire case?
What's going on? You got dinner ready?
Yeah. Well, it's pizza. It's too hot to cook. It's way too hot to cook. I'm not firing up the oven.
I
So.
don't blame you for that. What do you got there in your paw?
Oh, that your Father's Day sign. I'm ready
Oh,
to
that's
hang
nice.
that.
All right.
Got Tommy some envelopes.
All right, so let's go ahead and eat dinner. I'm kind of dirty.
brake clean. I mean, douse yourself in it.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna go get cleaned up and go eat dinner, and probably go ahead and edit and upload this video and get it up tonight. Again, Marion County International Raceway this weekend will be up there for their No Prep Point Series race, and hopefully we won't have too much trouble out of this thing this week trying to get ready.
You want the actual details?
You got the details?
The details.
What's the details?
The important things that people always ask. Gates open at 5. Drivers meeting at 7:30. First round 8 or 8:15, I think it said.
So there you have it. You got the details straight from her.
Well, there's some people that have been known to show up way early.
I
And-
can't help what people do.
I know.
I'm doing good to get there on time myself.
I know, but listen, in July, no prep races, they're always going to be at night. So
Hopefully.
out of the heat.
They should be.
Yeah, we'll be out of the heat.
All right, let's go ahead and eat dinner.
All right.
Bye, guys. See you later.